Do you believe in hospital horror stories? Those tales about corpses in the morgue trying to steal hearts from the living to resurrect themselves. I didn't believe them either, until I experienced it firsthand. It was a rainy night. I had a huge fight with my husband, anger and hurt filling my heart. I stormed out, got in my car, and sped onto the highway. The rain blurred my vision, tears blurred my eyes. All I wanted was to get to my parents' house, to get away from it all. Suddenly, a blinding light pierced through the rain, straight into my eyes. I saw a car out of control, crossing the median, heading straight for me. I tried to swerve, but it was too late. What happened next is a blur. I remember the excruciating pain, the wailing sirens and the harsh lights as I was rushed into surgery. When I woke up, I found myself in a hospital room. The doctors told me I'd been in a terrible accident, a metal rod nearly piercing my heart. They said I was lucky, that I'd received a heart transplant just in time, saving my life. Recovery was hard, but I made it through. Months later, I was finally discharged. Everything seemed to be back to normal. My new heart was functioning well, with no signs of rejection. My family was overjoyed, calling it a miracle. But then, I started having strange dreams. In them, I'd always see an unfamiliar woman, alluring and enchanting in a way I couldn't quite explain. At first, I dismissed it as a side effect of the surgery, until one day, I stood in front of the bathroom mirror, about to wash my face. When I looked up at my reflection, I was horrified to see that the person in the mirror wasn't me. It was the woman from my dreams. She smiled seductively at me, as if mocking my shock. I stumbled out of the bathroom, my heart racing. This couldn't be real. I must be hallucinating. But deep down, I knew it wasn't a hallucination. That woman, she had to be the owner of my new heart. I began a frantic search for the truth. I questioned my family, but they were evasive, clearly hiding something. I went to the surgeon who performed the operation, but he only told me the heart came from another victim in the crash, someone who had volunteered to be an organ donor. But I could sense they were all hiding something. The woman in my dreams appeared more and more frequently, and I couldn't bear living with this uncertainty. I had to know the truth. Late one night, I snuck into the hospital morgue. In the darkness, I fumbled around until I found the body. When I pulled back the sheet, my heart nearly stopped. It was her, the woman from my dreams. But wait, upon closer inspection, I noticed her chest was intact, with no signs of a heart being removed. How was this possible? If it wasn't her heart, then whose was inside me? I rummaged through her belongings, hoping to find some clues. Suddenly, my hand touched a wallet. I opened it, and a photo fell out. When I saw who was in the picture, I felt the world crumble beneath my feet. It was a photo of my husband. With trembling hands, I took out my phone and dialed my husband's number. No answer. I called his friends, and finally, someone picked up. "I'm sorry." His voice was filled with sorrow. "Your husband, he knew you were dying, so he gave you his heart." Music stops. Only heartbeat sound remains. My mind went blank. So that's how it was. I finally understood everything. The reason I kept seeing visions of that woman was because my husband's heart only belonged to her. Even in his final moments, He was thinking of her. And I was just an empty shell, a vessel carrying his love for another woman. A sharp pain shot through me. I looked down at my chest, horrified to see something moving, as if trying to break free from my body. No, no, this isn't my heart. It's his, it's theirs. I clawed desperately at my chest, trying to dig out the heart that didn't belong to me. Blood splattered everywhere, but I couldn't feel the pain anymore. I just wanted to rid myself of this curse, this terrible truth. When the night nurse found me, I was lying on the morgue floor. My chest was split open, and the heart that was never truly mine, lay silently on the floor beside me. And in a corner of the morgue, a corpse opened its eyes.